Ahora, hay un quinto argumento.
A fifth complementary argument in the table goes as follows. Even if the central bank could sustain the system, and the law of large numbers were valid, though it is not, the contract would ultimately be an aleatory contract. In other words, whether or not you received your money would depend on something random, on the circumstances of the moment. Sixth, the system rests both on a government privilege or mandate that contradicts general legal principles, and on the establishment of a public agency, the central bank. In what other sector of the market economy is a government agency necessary to guarantee to consumers that producers will survive? Do shoemakers have a central shoe bank? Without the support of a central bank, some shoemakers are successful and predominate. Those that produce the most fashionable shoes of the highest quality at the lowest cost. Others fail and are pushed out of the market, those that operate at the margin. So, shoemakers do not have a 100% mortality rate, unlike banks without the support of a central bank. The maintenance of the current system, which is based on a contract that combines two fundamentally incompatible contracts, the deposit and the loan, depends on the nationalization of money, and thus on the expropriation of traditional private money, gold, and the imposition of paper money through legal tender laws and the institution of the central bank, which creates the liquidity necessary at any particular time to save banks. What is even more tragicomic is that when the crisis hits, central bankers, who are the main culprits of the current situation, show up on the scene acting almost like saviors of the country. Thanks to us, the capitalist system has been saved. What are you talking about? You are part of a public institution which sets the interest rate, manu militari, has expropriated our private money and has forced us to accept paper money. If this is a free market economy, I'll eat my hat. This is socialism, pure and simple. And furthermore, you central bankers are responsible for credit expansion and low interest rates. That is, Keynes's drinking binge, which appears in the video. You are the culprits. It is as if some arsonist came along with flamethrowers and set fire to the university, and then right afterward they came back in a fire engine to put out the fire. We are here to save you from speculators. Thanks to us, the system works. We need more government, more monitoring and more regulation. Just look at that fire. When ultimately they are the arsonists. But can the whole system go on functioning with a central bank, encountering obstacles and regularly undergoing credit expansion, financial crises, and economic recessions every 7 to 10 years? It is shameful that well into the 21st century, Western economies maintain a financial system based on a central bank and a fractional reserve, which is so contrary to the principles of property law. These principles demand a truly free market. It is a disgrace. Furthermore, it is incredible that citizens do not rebel against this legal anomaly, which originated from a historical accident, the Peel Act of 1844. As we will see, the Peel Act appropriately identified the problem and required a 100% reserve ratio. But, what a shame, only with respect to the issue of paper currency. The same was not required for deposits, because at the time, economists were not sure deposits formed part of the money supply in the same way banknotes did. From the legal standpoint, and this is the 7th legal classification in the table, the contract is null and void because it does very serious harm to third parties. These economic crises are made worse by the intervention of the central bank, and the heavily regulated system, inappropriately called the free market economy, is periodically subject to such intervention. The damage done far exceeds that caused by a counterfeiter of money. I would even say the damage is almost infinitely greater, because no counterfeiter of money can, by forging banknotes, leave 5 million people unemployed, as happened in Spain.